My husband and I recently had a conversation about failures, and it inspired me to show it up in this video and talk about it more. I know this is going to sound like a broken record, especially if you're on social media, Instagram, for example. You've seen many quotes and many videos that talk about you got to trust the journey. And, it's great to hear these things and read these things, but what about talking about it? And I know for me, early on in my entrepreneurial journey, I tried a lot of things and I failed at a lot of things. And in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, this is complete failure. I'm never going to make it to where I really envision my brand to go. And I would spend nights crying. I would spend days re-strategizing my moves and figuring out what I was going to do. And primarily it's because I was not bringing in any income. I had no clients. I had nothing happening yet. I was out there presenting my brand, promoting it constantly and enjoying doing so, but it wasn't giving the return that I was hoping to have it do. And because of that, as an entrepreneur, we try other things and several things. We either hire people, we, go and buy courses, we buy books, and we're all over the place just to get as much information as we can so that we keep growing, right? But yet every time we try something, it feels like we are taking steps back. And hopefully by the end of this video, I'm going to help you change your mindset, especially if you're feeling in the rut right now. You're feeling like you're not motivated. You're feeling like you wasted a lot of your time and all these years, all these months that you've been putting to show up and present your brand, and yet nothing's happening. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll change your mindset and get going again. If this is your first time meeting me, my name is Martine Cadet. I'm an online business coach and I'm a social media content strategist coach for female coaches. I help them present their brand on social media so they can get clients. I help them align their brands on social media so that it aligns with their messaging and get more clients and get real clients organically so that they could turn them into paying clients and thrive going forward and building a business. Listen, I've tried so many things. I had my own app. I had my own clothing line, boutique online. I did a podcast. I've done so many things, and I would sit here today and probably call them failures, but until I worked with my own coach and looked at all the things that I have done, I looked at them as experiences. Because guess what? Today I have two coaches, and the way they are coaching me and stretching me in order for me to scale my business, I don't know that I would have been able to do that without all of these experiences that I went through. And that's my message to you. Go back and look at last month's activities that you've done for your business that you feel are failures. Go back a year ago, go back 2 years ago that you feel are failures, and ask yourself this question: have I grown? Really, have I grown? And I'm pretty sure your answer is going to be yes. You've learned so much. I've learned from clients that were pain in the ass. I've learned with great clients that were amazing and inspiring. I've learned from mentors that I've had throughout the years. And all of these things, sometimes we sit here and we're like, damn it, I wasted so much time showing up on social media, posting about my podcast, posting, yet nobody's downloading it, or just a fraction of people are listening to it. All of these things are going to sound like failures when in fact they are not. They are experiences. You have to pave the way to your success story. You have to forget about looking at somebody on Instagram that looks all put together and thinking that they just woke up and had it. They did not. Okay, they were just like you, building. They were just like you, just like me, building and trying things out and figuring out their marketing just like you are to build the business that they have. So don't compare your chapter 0 to someone else's chapter 20. I'm sure you've heard this before, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you've heard this before many times, it's because it's true. And I just want to share with you that, yes, me too. I've been in a rut. I've been in situations where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And if you scroll all the way down to my Instagram feed, for example, you will see I had a post where I was saying, I'm not going to quit. As much as I would want to, I am not. Even if I don't have any clients or income coming in, I'm still going to show up. And that's the attitude I want you to have too. I've been in that place. I've been in that place and I know how it is. So how do you do that? How do you get yourself back on track? Then go back. This is my suggestion. This is what I believe in. And I spoke about this in an interview that I did, a radio interview that I did with a Haitian station, because I'm from Haiti, and I spoke about it in French. But basically, I said, you know, because the question was asked, what motivates you? What keeps you going, Martine? And my answer was, well, when I'm in a rut, I stop. I stop for a second and I assess what's happened. I look at the present. I look at everything that I was able to accomplish. And not only that, I look at all the things that I'm grateful for. My husband of almost 20 years of relationship, my kids that are growing, the house that I was able to purchase, the job that I've been able to maintain, because I look at my job as my investor to my business. And, you know, being able to experience 18 years of working for other people in my life and learning from these things. I'm grateful for these things. So I stop and think. I'm thinking about when I went to college, what did I learn? Because the thing about it is, if I was able to do what I'm able to do, and if you were able to do what you're able to do today, then you could have done that 6 years ago. Why didn't you just do it? You grew. You grew through experiences. They are not failures. You got to continue to show up, but you got to be strategic with the whole thing, because it's not about movement all the time. And I say that all the time. Busy is not productive. Being busy is not going to give you what you want. Being strategic and knowing exactly what you're looking to do intentionally will get you there. And I had to learn this along the way too. In the beginning, I wanted to do everything. Like I said, I had my own app. I had my own e-com store. I was doing blogging. I was selling jewelry. I was showing up and doing interviews with people. I was just all over the place, thinking that all of these things would represent the brand and get me closer to what it is that I want to do for people and transform them. And yes, I learned a lot, and to be honest with you, I feel that if I did not have done all these things, I don't know, like I said, I would have been able to work the way I'm working with my current coaches today. So what my point is this, okay? Again, if you are currently in a rut and you feel like you're not moving forward, I don't want you to think that way. I don't want you to think that you spending all this money in that course that you bought, or you know, spending all this money in this training that you got, or whatever it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, and you're not seeing the traction. Don't blame it on yourself. Don't call it a failure. Building a business takes time. And the ones that are successful now, they are the real ones. They are sharing with us the real hard work that they had to do. They picked up the phone and called people. They messaged, you know, their first clients or their first audience. They were there. They showed up and they did the work. And you have to do the work. You can't be running. You have to do the work, and you have to surround yourself in places and be in the places where you're going to be able to scale. And you got to put in your mind that it takes time. Okay, you have to give yourself time. So again, it's not about failing. It's about experiencing. And also, after you experience, you learn from it. And it's time for you to perform. And when you're performing, you got to learn. So my point is this: don't wait until everything is perfect, because it will not be perfect. Whatever project you're working on right now that you believe is the next thing that's going to move you forward, just do it. Do it, do it, do it. Don't, and you have everything that you need already. Okay, I know I've been there where I used to think, oh my God, I don't have enough. I don't have this. I don't have photography, branded photography of myself. I'm not going to be able to do my website again. I'm not going to be able to do that. And because I'm thinking I don't have what I need. And when in fact, I sit back and I look and I'm like, holy crap, I do have enough to work with here. Okay. Look at what you have and look at where you want to go. Reverse engineer, look at what happened in the past and the experiences, not the failures, the experiences that you had from those situations, extract from them so that you don't repeat the same mistakes, but instead you grow. And as long as you have the mindset that building a business takes time, because if you don't have that mindset, sweetheart, it's going to be very difficult and you're always going to be disappointed with every move that you make. You got to learn that you got to go up the ladder. I don't know about you, but I'm taking the stairs. I am not taking the elevator. That's what my coach made me realize last week when she communicated with us in our coaching program. She said, you guys make a choice. It's either you take the stairs or you take the elevator. I'd rather take the stairs, because along the way, it's making me stronger. It's making me see things that I did not realize that I have, and it makes me appreciate and celebrate as I move along. Okay, so that's the entrepreneurial mindset that I want to leave you with in this video. I want you to understand that everything you're doing is great. You're going to move. You just have to adjust your strategic thinking. You have to stick to your goals, stay in course, or surround yourself with the right people that are going to continue to push you forward, and go back and look at all the experiences that you've done. You've grown so much. You don't believe that. You've grown a lot. And I'm speaking to you because you've been in business for a while, whether it's been a month, 2 months, 3 months. You have, in order for you to keep that endurance, you have to make sure that you look at everything that you do as an experience. And you have to be willing to perform. You have to be willing to show up. Just go, just start. If you haven't started your business, just start. Go, 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 go. Don't beat yourself up, is what I'm trying to say. And if you need some accountability, additional support, do come into my online Facebook group where I have female coaches building coaching businesses and helping them out with content, with online business strategies, talking about tools. Everything that I'm telling you is because of what I went through. So just like you, I've been in a rut. I've been in a corner crying, thinking that this whole business idea is a complete mistake. So the question I have to you is, are you ready to start? Are you ready to start scaling? Are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to really want to transform people the way you want to? You are staying up at night thinking to yourself, damn it, is this really what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? Asking yourself that question. You wake up every morning, you go into work and you're like, that's all? That's it? I got to look forward for Friday? If that's good with you, I'm good with you with that. But what happened to me, I walked into work 5 years ago and I said, that's it? That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? I don't know that that's it. I know that I have more, and I need to push my best self, and I need to know what Martine can do for real. And I challenge myself, because we all have a gift. We all have something in us that is there to flourish. And it's up to you to make that decision. And it's up to you to go out there. Now, is it hard? Yeah, you got to put in work. You got to put in work. There's no question about it. But what's best is when you get yourself a coach, a mentor that's going to be there and support you along the way to get you there, right? So I don't want you to think that it's complete, rubbish and that it's hard to do. Right now, there's this trend on social media about being an entrepreneur, this, an expert that. I don't want to knock nobody's hustle, but the reality is, where are the real ones? The ones that have been putting the work, that can speak to that you can level up with. I'm not waiting for my success story when my book is a bestseller at a New York Times bestseller. I'm at, Forbes, feature. I'm not going to wait for these things to show up. And I'm saying this with my heart. I'm going to continue to work, and I want you to continue to work, and I want you to continue to flourish and keep pushing forward, and surrounding yourself with the people that want you to win. And surrounding yourself with the right people is something we're going to talk about in another video, because it's actually so critical. I'm just going to give you a little hint. I unfollowed so many people on social media. I have, deleted so many accounts. You don't understand. In order to detox that mindset and putting me in that space that I want to be in order for me to scale over time. Anyway, so that's the gist of this video. I'm glad you watched it all the way to the end. And if you resonated with it, just put yes, Martine, in the comments so that I can get your feedback. Thank you so much for watching this. And remember, do come and request to join my Female Coaches Get Client on social media Facebook group. I would have given up a long time ago, showing up live with no one watching me, but I am showing up because all the experiences that I've had, I don't call them failures. I call them scaling up. And today I am very happy and confident to say I have 2 strong coaches holding me down and pushing me forward. And that's what it takes. It takes for you to stretch yourself and get uncomfortable and going in and looking into the things that you've been able to accomplish and building that self-worth in yourself. Because girl, let me tell you, I had clients that traumatized me. I had coworkers that traumatized me to the point where I was like questioning myself with my ability to do what I want to do. And if I listened to these people, I would not be with you right now today. Okay? So it is extremely important that you stay yourself, attract your vibe, be yourself, because that's what it takes. Don't try to change. Don't try to be looking all Gucci, all Louis Vuitton, thinking that's what's going to get you a business to run. It's not. It's you. It's the way you are. And you see this here, it's never going to change no matter what happens with my business, because this is who I am and this is who I enjoy to be. And I want you to enjoy to be who you are and what you have to offer, because you do have something. You just got to put in a little bit more work and a little bit more clarity, and you got this. Telling you, you got this, okay? Because if I can do it, you can do it too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.